Hello and welcome to Creative Cousins. If you're new here, we're two cousins and we make art. Today's episode, we're going to react to more of our old artwork. We've done this before, but this is different artwork. So buckle up.
Yay!
All right, how you doing, Beth? You
I
ready?
am I am good. I'm excited to talk about some artwork that's varying of, different ages, old, some of them are older than others. But yeah, I'm excited and yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna share my screen. We're gonna get right into it. Starting off strong
Okay,
with a
so
Moody painting from Beth, which honestly, this kind of reminds me of Josh's work. I don't know why.
it's because there's boobs in
Well,
it.
yeah. Yeah, that's why. And because it's very dark.
So I'm gonna have to, because we live in a world where we can't just show boob everywhere. Even if it's a drawing, I'm probably gonna have to just put like a little
Sensor.
tiny
Little
censorship
nipple
on there.
sensor.
Yeah, and I'm like, whoa, can't believe it. Can't believe there's a boob on my screen. But so anyway, so this one is from my, I believe, first figure drawing class. And it's actually from when I was at MCC. It wasn't even at Central. This was at so this was like probably literally almost like 10 years old, this drawing. And it's actually colored pencils. It's colored pencils and I think just like charcoal, maybe not. I think it may entirely be, maybe it's just like colored pencils and like regular pencils. I don't know. But this one was really cool. It's just
Some kind of mixed media.
I love this drawing, even though it's like one of my oldest figure drawings I have. And it's because it's just so moody and I really love dramatic lighting. This is when we were trying to learn how to do dramatic lighting and stuff, but with color as well. So this is actually kind of it's a toned paper. I think the paper is kind of, it's not even like, is it a, it's like a purpley color actually. But the color pencils I used mostly like pink, red, peach, and then brown maybe. So when you're in figure drawing class, you're just kind of standing or sitting in front of a model doing poses. And so this would be one of the poses where you'd have a live model standing in front of the all the artists
Did
there. And
did you do that like semi-frequently in this class or
yeah, the class is entirely in front of a nude model.
so is that for like a whole semester or 2 semesters or
Well, each class is like a semester. I've taken like 3 or 4 figure drawing classes in my life.
Oh, okay.
But yeah, so
I've heard of
this,
this. I actually know someone who used to model for this type of stuff.
yeah, it's really nice when you're in college. You have like easy access to that type of stuff because it's not easy just to find someone to nude model for you.
Right, yeah.
So, it was convenient. And they would usually bring in like a variety of different models and they would,
I knew a girl that did this and her boyfriend didn't like it.
well, you know,
Spicy.
he shouldn't have thought it was it's not sexual, okay? It's just someone
Right, right, right.
standing in front of people and they're doing fun poses. Nothing sexual about it, okay? We're just having fun drawing here. And maybe at first, your first class, you're like, well, this is weird. But then, I don't know. I feel like it quickly becomes not weird to me when, like, I don't know, when you're an
That makes sense.
artist and you're just like drawing what you see, it just kind of becomes like an object. Not saying a person is an object, but it doesn't really like it doesn't really become like, oh,
Yeah, I
this is
mean, like you
boobs.
desensitize to it.
Yeah,
You just kind of accept it, move on.
Yeah. So yeah, anyway, so they usually go around in like a circuit. They have like multiple places they male model or just my male model pose, male and female. They pick many different people, which is why it's nice. They have to do a variety of different body types, which is nice because you get exposed to different body types, obviously, so you know how to draw them. You don't want to just draw one type of body. So yeah. Anyway, all very helpful, and it was honestly still my favorite class from college because it's just so much fun, and I like drawing people.
Sounds like fun.
Anyway,
I really like this work here.
Thank you.
I think it's different. I like the tones. All right, so are we moving on? Have we?
Yeah, we can move on.
Okay. All right, so our next one. This is cool too. I really
It's
like this.
bad. No, it's okay. You
Is
can
this
say it's
digital?
bad.
Is this digital?
Yeah, it's
I mean, I think the part that I like most about it is the colors that are spewing out, but I think the face is meh, for me, because I can't
wow.
really tell like what kind of expression they're making. But I think this concept is really cool, which is why I actually like it.
So, do you know who that is?
No, I have no idea what any of this means. I don't even know what he's actually doing. I thought maybe like it was a party thing that he was blowing, like a party, like, you know what
That's
I'm
pretty
talking
good.
about?
Yeah, no, I do know what you're talking about. That's pretty good. That's a good guess. No, so it's an artist. It's a famous artist from the 1950s. He did really big paintings. He used to smoke cigarettes a lot. Any guess? Very famous. Very, very famous artist. Abstract.
What from the 60s?
50s, 60s.
Abstract? The only one I can think of is Andy Warhol, so.
Well, no. This is Jackson Pollock.
Oh, I've heard of him, yes. I've heard that name.
And then he did a lot of splatter paintings. So did a lot of splatter painting artworks. They were like really big. And he was kind of not a great dude, but he died in a car accident or something like that. Anyway, he did a lot of really large paintings of just paint splatter. And so that was like a whole genre kind of. Anyway, so he smoked a lot of cigarettes. And he would make this kind of face a lot. He would be like, so, the assignment for this is illustration class. The assignment was to draw something in the style of an artist, and so I did Jackson Pollock, and so I did a digital painting, and so it was just like me just going like this with my stylus to do to do the random lines of paint. This is all digital. And then I did his body in that texture. Anyway, it's not technically good. So, you know, it's fine. It's kind of cringy, but you know, I
I like the colors.
that
And I
illustration
like
class is very
it
cringy.
honestly looks
I did
this
very
looks like
bad.
it was fun. It was like fun to do though. Like was this therapeutic for you? I feel like this would have been therapeutic for me.
It would have been more, I guess, if it wasn't me doing it on my iPad and me being like,
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
so it's not really. Yeah, it
It'd been
was.
more therapeutic if it could have been messier, right?
Yeah, I mean, if it was like maybe in person and I was doing it on like an
You
actual
were just like
giant
flinging
canvas.
paint.
Yeah, yeah. It is fun to fling paint, but yeah, you need to have it in
It's
the
so fun.
physical, on a physical paper or canvas. It makes more difference than an iPad or a computer. So, anyway, this was not very good, but here you go.
Well, it's been a wonderful addition to this podcast.
Thank you. I appreciate
Okay.
that.
Next is, I believe, one of mine. Yeah. Okay. So
Seeing
cute.
this
I saw this
one.
photo is cute, but I wanted to put this here because I think I have a couple here that are kind of like this. So this was like during my phase of when I wanted to use direct flash all the time, all times of the
Oh,
day.
I remember
Um,
that.
yeah. So like I have some daytime direct flash photos included in here because it was a part of it was a phase I went through. It's very useful to learn, and I'm so glad I learned it. Um, I just use it sparingly now,
Yeah.
and for good reason. You just don't want every single, I feel like you don't need every single photo to look like perfectly lit. I kind of like the mood behind imperfect lighting nowadays. I feel like more of my photos nowadays are more about like the mood, the story, the
That's fair.
emotion, and not about like perfect lighting. But it does help. Yeah, and this was a ceremony I shot midday in the middle of Seaport in the midday sun. I had no second shooter.
Well, I still
It
think it's
was,
a good
yeah, it was
photo.
like one of my first weddings. This was one of my first weddings I ever photographed on my own. And yeah, I
Oh,
like this photo a lot, and that's their dog, and it's so cute. And we did the same pose for their engagement photos. So
that is so cute. I still think it's a really good photo. So, I mean,
yeah, I think it's still on my, I'm pretty sure it's like still on my website gallery. It's about a year and a half old, actually almost 2 years old now. Because I think this was 2023, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, it was 2023.
I feel like I
Pretty
definitely
sure. Maybe it was
remember
2024.
you definitely talked about um, direct
I can't remember if it
flash
was
on the
2023 or
podcast.
2024. It might have been 2024 actually, because this year is 2025. So yeah, and we're almost in 2026. So it was 2024.
Yeah,
Um,
I feel like you definitely talked about it on the podcast. Like, I don't know about this particular photo, but just your process of doing your direct flash in the
during the day.
daylight. Yeah, nothing
Yeah, and
wrong
I
with
think
it.
it definitely really worked for these photos, and I think they were impressed with them. Another direct flash photo.
Aw, it's so cute.
Um, in this case, it wasn't midday. Like I think it was like early afternoon or mid-afternoon, but I still used direct flash because there were still some shadows that I wanted to like balance out. Because like if you look closely, you can see that like there's like a patch of light on her neck. And then if you look up higher, like at her hairline, there's like a patch of light there because her baby's head is like blocking where the sun is coming from. So there was like shadow across her face. And so obviously my solution at the time is just to blast everything with direct flash. Like that is my solution for
Oh,
everything at this point in my work because it was faster than like moving things around.
this photo is so freaking cute, though. Like, it's so
I do.
cute.
This was her favorite from the session. I'm pretty sure she made it her profile picture. I love this photo, but yes, it's another direct flash photo when it was like not really necessary to use direct flash.
The
Um,
lighting is nice, though. Like, yeah, I mean, like, I mean, even, I mean, I could kind of see how you did direct flash, but like, because of the sunlight coming in from the left, I feel like it doesn't make it look, it doesn't look that obvious. I don't know.
yeah, it's definitely less obvious than the one I just showed you because of that. Like the lighting is like slightly more dynamic in this
Yeah,
photo because the
yeah.
sun wasn't like directly behind them like it was in the last photo I showed you guys. I believe the sun was directly behind them because it's what I did. I like placed them right in front of the sun and then like filled with direct flash.
Oh,
But this
okay.
is a little more dynamic because the light source is coming from the side, so the background isn't all blown out. But the background wasn't blown out in the last photo because like I like exposed for the background.
I see.
Um, but yeah, this was a really cute session, and I don't do family sessions a lot. I really only do them for like friends or coworkers. This was a coworker of mine, and it's like something I honestly do like once a year. Like I did a giveaway. Remember we did that giveaway?
Oh,
And then I
yeah.
did like a holiday giveaway like a couple years ago. I did a family session from that. And then Beth
Right.
actually drew their portrait.
Yep.
She did like a commission drawing that was our giveaway. It was like a session and then a drawing and
Yeah.
then like a drawing of an image from the session. That was like that year's family session. And I
Yeah.
think like sometime before that was when I did this, or maybe after. I can't honestly remember the order of things, but I did those two, and then I did one this fall for my friend um, who just had a baby. And that was like my yearly family
Yeah.
session. I'm
Yeah.
like
You get one. You get one per
one
year.
one one per year, and
And
that's
that's all
it.
you need.
Because
And
not
that's,
that I
you
don't
know,
love family. I think I love families. I think they're cute. I enjoy it. Like I loved photographing my friend's family because it was my friend. I don't enjoy photographing families that I don't know very well. That is what I've realized about it for me is that that's what missing is because like there's not enough trust to like and there's a lot of chaos, and they don't know that I don't care if their kids are being crazy. Like, I think that's cute for the photos. Um, so like they're always trying to like apologize for their kids and then like trying to get their kids to behave, and I'm like, it's fine. Like, kids are not going to behave. Like, they're just not. Like, we can get maybe one photo of everyone looking, but the rest of the time it's okay if they're not like all staring at the camera. Um,
Mm.
so like family sessions for me are just hard because I just really like to feel comfortable doing them. I feel like my future couples, I will, because like I'll know them well enough,
Yeah.
you know? Like when I have like wedding couples that come back to me for family photos, I think it will be different. But like a family that I don't know and I've never worked with before is hard for me. So that's why
Yeah.
I don't really do them.
I can't blame you. It's more, it's especially since it's like more unpredictable when it's
It
like
is because
more
there's more
people.
people.
Yeah.
There's more people, there's more factors. It's just harder in general. And yeah, like you have to use completely different settings sometimes. So that's why,
That's fair.
but I do love it when it aligns. So moving on.
All right.
Again, direct flash during the day. We love it. A third one. This was really a phase for me.
I
And
remember this
this is
one.
like interesting because like I really didn't need it for this photo at all because they're in the shade.
Oh
Um
yeah.
like they're under a shaded overhang, and like this would have been completely fine, perfect lighting without flash.
I
So the
think
fact that I did it was like purely just like an artistic choice of like wanting to make them more contrasted and wanting to make it more editorial looking.
yeah. I feel like if people don't know a lot about direct flash, like I don't know a lot about using flash in general, like especially in the daylight, like I never think about what that actually looks like. I wouldn't know that you use direct flash unless you're telling me because and then I see it more. But when you first just look at the photo, you're not gonna because it's daytime, you're just gonna not assume that you used any flash. So it's just like
Right.
I didn't
Yeah,
see
unless you have
that
like
and be like,
extensive
that's
knowledge of like
flash.
lighting and photographs, like you wouldn't know that any of these photos were with flash because you would just assume like the camera like made the settings for you or something. But like, yeah, like this would not look like this. And it's kind of wild because like obviously I know that, but yeah. And also this might not look as obvious because one, they were in the shade, so it's like less contrasted to begin with, but two, um I pretty sure this is like a film preset that I edited it with, so it probably looks a little bit softer overall.
Oh, okay.
I think the editing like made it look a little bit less like intense, but the
I
way you
see.
can kind of tell is that they look like pretty bright, and like there's a shadow of her behind her in the
Yeah.
window. But yeah, like other than that, like you might really not know.
Yeah, I think the main giveaway is like the brightness of her dress. It's like a really bright, bright white, which I don't
Yeah.
think would normally happen if you're in the shade.
Hmm.
But besides that, yeah.
Yeah, but I actually still really love this photo. Like,
No, it's really
it's still
cute.
one of my favorite photos that I've taken. And it was one of those times where there was something in editing I couldn't fix though, and I kind of wish that I like outsourced it to someone who could fix it. And there was just like a small imperfection on her dress that like
Oh,
she wasn't able to get tailored because like it was a last minute thing. Like I couldn't fix it in post because AI wasn't cooperating. But I feel like it's not super noticeable, but yeah, might have had someone like Photoshop it if I could go back, I guess.
yeah.
I don't even know if you can tell like where the imperfection is, but um I
No,
feel
I
like because I
can't
knew about
really.
it, I feel like that's what it is. It's like other people may not notice it, but because I knew about it, I was like hyper aware of it and I was trying to fix it, but because she asked me about it, because she obviously like didn't want it to be noticeable, and I said I'd try, but I couldn't make any promises, basically.
Yeah. I don't think I really noticed much about the dress. Because especially since the flash kind of blocks a lot of the detail. But
Hmm.
what you mainly notice is just like they seem so like candid in their like,
And
you
like
know,
carefree.
Yeah, they just look like they're just hanging out and they're having a good time. So think people would just notice their facial expressions and then the ice cream.
Yeah, I agree. I think we hyperfixate on things as a photographer just because we want to make our clients happy, and we know that our clients are gonna pick themselves apart. That's like where it's hard sometimes because it's just like, oh, like we can do our best, but we can't fix everything.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, let go sometimes, and I have problems letting go sometimes. I'll tell you what.
Yes, yeah, same. All right, so the next one is this one.
I still love
Um,
this one. I know this was a phase for you when your pantyhose over the camera. Is that when you did this one?
yep, you
Okay.
got it.
But I still love these dreamy photos. I think they're so fun.
I still love these, and I still will do these from time to time. I actually do want to start incorporating it again, into like my wedding work for a photo or two, throughout the day. Um, but yeah, I put these pictures in here because this was a phase for me known as the pantyhose phase. So
Yeah.
this was before my direct flash phase.
Mm-hmm.
So these photos are a little bit older,
Yeah.
but it was like the biggest thing I ever fixated on before I learned how to do direct flash. And
That's
I would
cute.
basically do it for like every photo that I did at every shoot for like months on end.
Yeah,
Um,
you did it a lot.
yeah. Um, because once I like learned that like people liked it and that I liked it and like it looked good, there was no turning
Well,
back,
then
at
you're
least not for
sold,
a while.
obviously. Then what else are you
Yeah.
gonna do? I think
It's
her
like, oh my God, this is
dress
so cool.
works with the whimsicalness of it. Like if her
Hmm.
dress wasn't as like flowy and like airy as that, then I feel like it wouldn't look as good. It still looks good,
Yes, I think
but
that's
like
like knowing when to use it,
yeah,
like knowing what vibe, what type of setting, what type of dress, like is
yeah.
important because I just used to use it all the time. And there were some photos that I was just like looking at now, I'm just like, that would have been better as just like a normal photo. Like the next one I'm gonna show you would have been better like without the pantyhose. Um, but this one is great, and she actually worked as a theater dresser, I'm pretty sure. So she was like pretty good with wardrobe, and this was like in an apple orchard.
Mm,
And
you love apple
yeah.
orchards.
Hmm. I actually have, yeah, there's a recent shoot I did in an apple orchard that I still haven't finished editing because I had to do all my paid sessions first.
Yeah.
So that is still on the queue. Um, but I did do another apple orchard shoot. I did not use pantyhose for this one.
I
But
think
I
you
did use a lot of harsh light, harsh natural light.
yeah, I think you showed some of it on the last podcast, like how you previewed some of them.
Yes, I did.
Yeah.
So, all right. So the next one is from a styled shoot that I went to. I paid to go to this styled shoot and then proceeded to use pantyhose on every single photo. And it's like a wedding style shoot. And this is not the actual, this is just like an edit, I think. This was like a screenshot of like the photos I posted on Instagram, which are now not there anymore.
Oh.
But like the photo overlaid on top of the same photo.
Oh, interesting choice.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know. I was just experimenting with like how to present my work, I guess.
Yeah.
But I actually like this photo. I would have maybe cropped it a little differently. And again, maybe this like isn't the best time to use pantyhose. But I think the softness of it is kind of cool actually though.
Yeah, I actually like the softness of it, but and like her arm sleeve things kind of could go with the vibe. Kind of could go with it.
Right.
And I think if
I
her
wish I had this photo without the pantyhose though.
yeah.
Like I wish I had the same one also as a not soft version.
Yeah. Yeah, if you had two different versions, that would be nice too. But yeah, I think it's nice. Yeah, yeah. If the sleeves fit the rest of the dress, I feel like the dress is more like silk satin versus like the sleeves are like more tulle. Anyway, so I feel like it's like a different material mismatch. And that is not on you. That is just completely. And for me, if I was if I was looking at a dress outfit, this is off topic. If I was looking for a bridal dress, I feel like I wouldn't mix match those kinds of materials together. But that's just personal choice.
Well, that is interesting because this was a really fun styled shoot, but it was
Sorry.
also like one of their it was also one of like their first, right? And we all have been there where we host our first styled shoot and it's really fucking hard.
Yeah, no, no, no,
Like I
no shade,
have
no
made
hate.
worse decisions than this. Like I've made worse decisions than this for wardrobe at like a styled shoot that I offered. A lot worse, actually. But like, yeah, like we don't know. Like we have when we're new, we haven't really developed taste yet or like that kind of refinement. Or if you don't work in like the bridal dressing industry, it's hard to know what looks to get good together. Like we're photographers, we're there to like photograph things. It's like all these other things you have to learn, right? Like to host a style shoot is no joke. Let's
I
just say that.
I wasn't trying to shade the wardrober. Okay,
Oh no, 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 no.
wasn't
I
wasn't.
know, I know.
I
But
was
like
just saying my
I'm
personal
bringing it up
taste.
because I'm not shading them either. But the reason I'm bringing it up is because we've talked about it, you and I, recently.
Oh
Um,
yeah,
it's really hard to dream things up and just make something out of nothing. But yeah, I agree. I think I wouldn't pick this if I was a bride. Now, I know this girl I think was wearing her old wedding dress, but I do not think that she wore the sleeves with it. I think the sleeves were something that were purchased separately to add to the dress.
yeah. 'Cause I think you needed the sleeve because if you're going to have like an up close, if it's going to be like a detail shot like that, you need something else there. Unless
Right.
there's like more detail on the dress, but the dress is kind of like a simple dress, then you would need
Hmm.
something else with it.
Yeah, I think that was kind of their idea was kind of just to like dress it up a little bit.
Yeah.
So the next photo is from the same styled shoot. And again, pantyhose, different dress, different model, but like same softness.
Yeah. I like it. I think that the dress is more lacy, so it could kind of and the flowers kind of work with it. But I could also see it better as a not pantyhose one too.
Yeah, I think that pantyhose works really well to like soften harsh lighting.
Yeah.
I think in this instance, in the moment, I remember taking this photo actually. In the moment, I was like, this is gonna be so good. And then when I got home to edit it, I actually realized that this was harder to edit than some of the other pantyhose shots that I had because I just couldn't get it to look any more contrasted because it was like so diffused.
Yeah.
Um, I think it had to do with like how tightly I was holding the pantyhose over my lens because you can stretch
Oh,
it to make it less. You can make the effect stronger or lesser by how much you stretch the pantyhose.
that makes sense. Right.
So I feel like in this instance, I maybe wasn't paying attention enough to that. But yeah,
But yeah, it would be nice to see what it would look like. Different diffusing. If it was a little bit, yeah, I'd be curious to see what it looks like if it was a little bit less soft.
yeah,
But yeah,
for
cool
sure.
though.
Okay, so we're officially out of the pantyhose phase. Actually,
Oh,
wait,
wait.
no. There's one more pantyhose.
All right.
Let's just get this
Ah,
over with.
classic. No, I must talk about this one. I must talk about this
Okay.
one because I remember when you finished this photo shoot, you texted me and Rochelle, and you were like, I have peaked. This is the best photo shoot I've ever done. Oh
I say
my
that after
God.
every photo shoot.
This is amazing. These photos, the moon looks so good. And I was like, hell yeah, Allie. This is an amazing photo shoot. And I was down with you. And I'm like, this is so good. Although I didn't think that you peaked. I thought that you would, you always get better. But I was just like, yeah, this is a really good photo shoot. Anyway, I just wanted to share that backstory.
Yes, I'm glad you did because at the time I really felt like this was like I was finding myself as an artist, which I was. But yeah, this was the same day as the apple orchard with that same model, same outfit. We got kicked out of the apple orchard. So this is where we went after we got kicked out of the apple orchard.
You love that.
Um, yeah. And we got kicked out because they were closing, and we thought maybe we'd be fine, but they literally like make sure their grounds are empty.
That
So
makes,
they
I
come around in
mean,
a golf cart
that makes
and take
sense that
everyone
they
out.
would do that.
So yeah, got a ride out on the golf cart, and then went to the beach.
Yeah, fair.
But I just happened to have these lights like in my car. I hadn't even been planning on using them that day. Well, actually I had, but I planned to use them in the apple orchard.
Oh,
So, which didn't really make sense,
yeah,
like
why would you?
thinking back now, because like it just didn't make sense. Like it wasn't going to be dark enough. Like it just didn't make sense. So this is blue hour at the beach
Yeah.
with the light and the pantyhose. And there were a good number of this photos. There were a good number of photos from the shoot that I didn't use pantyhose, but the pantyhose actually did something really cool and helped me out because at the time I used to shoot kind of underexposed, and the pantyhose actually like brightened a lot of these images. But like the ones that were a little underexposed were fine; they were recoverable. I think if they had been any darker at all, it wouldn't have looked as good.
Hmm.
But yeah, I mean it's blue hour, so it's obviously going to be like exposed, like a little underexposed. If you're not using artificial lighting. But I remember posting these photos on like every Facebook group I could find because I wanted to find more models to work with.
Oh, yeah, I
And
remember that.
the post like blowing up and like 60 people liked it or something and like a whole bunch of
Oh,
comments about like all these models interested in working together, and then like somebody like another artist slash designer person like wanted to connect with me, and I was like so excited about it.
so
Um
cute.
yeah.
I really like
And
these photos.
thanks. I feel like it was a mood, it was a vibe. So I'm glad that I went through that phase.
Yeah, it was fun. Fun while it lasted.
Okay, the next one is not a model at all. It's a photo I took while traveling that I'm still obsessed with. This was in Paris in Montmartre. Yeah, I love this photo. I still want to do something with this photo one day, as in like sell it for prints or something or sell it for a stock photo.
That's
But
really cool.
like it was one of those things that it was not planned. I was just there walking and I just saw a frame and I was like, fuck, that looks really cool. Um, but I love this photo. I feel like it's so dreamy and like just quintessential Europe.
Yeah, the clouds look like the clouds are like opening, like the sky is
The
opening up.
sky looks so cool, and then paired with the windmill, like that's so
Yeah,
Europe.
yeah, it's really cool. And I like the little streets, little cobblestone street looking things.
Yeah, me too.
But yeah.
Yeah, I also used to, this is back when I didn't have presets and I used to hand edit everything. Um,
Oh, it does
so this
look a
was not
little
even a
different.
preset.
Yeah, this
It's
looks.
just my natural editing.
That's fair.
Okay, we have one more of my photo, and then the rest are yours.
All right.
Okay, so
So,
this is a photo from a wedding gallery, one of my first weddings,
oh,
that I took outside at night. And I remember at the time thinking, like, this is such a cool photo. It's so vibe, it's so mood. Like, you can see the moon or whatever. And
yep.
I do think it's vibey, but like, it's just not my best.
It's
I look at it now, like compared to how I felt about it a couple years ago, how I feel about it now is like it's a photo of a chair and the moon is
don't
there, but
you
it's
you can't
blurry.
forget about the beer bottle,
And
Allie.
the beer bottle in the corner, yeah. I thought this is so fucking cool. Like, I thought it's such a cool photo.
Yeah, it's a photo, and I think you are moon biased. I think you are moon
I think I
biased,
am.
and Just
I
a
think
little
I am
bit.
because every time I see the moon at any session or any wedding, it ends up in the gallery, even if
And
it's just a
I
little
get it.
blurry speck.
I know, I get it. I love the moon. I love looking at the moon, and I love taking pictures of the moon. So I am the audience for moon pictures. Not
So
everybody is
blurred, so
audience for moon pictures.
right. And sometimes your wedding clients aren't, so they're just gonna think, why
So
is
they're
there a
like, why is
picture
there a chair?
of a chair and a beer bottle?
It just looks like the wedding's deserted. It was I don't know why.
Because like it would have been better if like the moon was in focus and then the chair was like
Yeah,
not in
no,
focus. You know what I
because
mean?
when you put the focus on a certain thing, it means like, look at this. And so the fact that,
Yes. That's why I'm glad that this is the last one because I feel like it's the funniest one.
so yeah,
Um,
I will make fun of you for this one for a little bit because yeah, you see all of the detail of the chair, but
please
then
do.
also,
I
like,
need to
there's
be
a
made fun of
chair
sometimes.
in the background where it's like only half the chair, so it's kind of weird. That one's kind of hanging out there.
Yeah, like the composition of this in general is just
Just like maybe if
questionable.
you shifted it over a little bit so the beer bottle wasn't awkwardly cropped, but then not cropped.
Right, right. And also it's like you just don't really know where you're supposed to be looking in this photo because the composition is not there. It's like the composition is set to be like for the moon almost. It's at like that 60% level where you should be like the attention should be drawn to the moon, but it's out of focus. So instead you look at the chair, which is much lower, and the beer
Yeah.
bottle. So it's like it's kind of a nothing photo
Yeah.
and
I
I
mean,
just think it's funny because like at one point I thought it was literally like feed worthy.
oh my God. But it's more just like I just kind of imagine like the person looking at this, like the rod looking at this, just like, oh, you spent time taking a picture of a chair? Nice. Oh
Yes,
no.
yes. Oh my God.
Nice. So
Yes.
that's really cool. Artistic.
Oh, she was my friend, okay?
You're my friend. You need to let me take pictures of chairs and moons and be fine with it.
Yeah, yeah. She didn't
So
say anything about it because she's my friend, so. All
that is so funny.
right, we're
So
going back to Beth's now.
because I've been doing oil painting recently, I figured I should show some oil paintings from back when I did it in college and consistently. And this was like in my later years of college. A lot of my old oil paintings are not good, and so they will not be seen. I mean, this is not good either, really, but the ones that are like not like the ones that I did in college are mostly like practice. I feel like they weren't even like really like paintings or like studies. Like they're not like finished paintings. I don't really consider them. So anyway, this one is actually been reworked. So not recently. So I did this painting. This is, can you guess where it is? It tells you in the title right there. It's in Newport, Rhode Island. And this was when my boyfriend Sean and I were on our first sunset cruise. And I took pictures of the sunset. And the sunset was really pretty. And the water was really pretty. And that was my first sunset cruise ever. And since then, I've been on like 5 sunset cruises. I love sunset cruises. I will go on them whenever possible.
I think it's been more than 5.
More than 5, you think?
I think so. I feel like you go on them at least like twice a year.
I wish.
Do you think it's actually more than 5? I feel like it
It
is.
could be more than 5. I would have to think about it because I would have to count.
Okay.
I think I've been on 2 or 3 in Newport. And then I think I've been on one in San Diego, I believe. I can't remember. Did I go on one in San Diego? Did we end up doing
We
that?
went on one together. We
I
literally went on
Yeah,
one
we
when I
went.
visited you.
Yeah, I went to 2 in Santa Cruz, and then I think I went on one in Hawaii. That was fun.
And then one in San Diego and then one with us in
I could be wrong. I could be making up the San Diego one. I don't remember.
well, that's still 3 or 4 just in California alone. So then you have the Newport ones, that's like
You
8
know.
sunset cruises.
Okay. So whatever. I'm being attacked.
This is gonna be a short, like Beth gets called out for going on sunset cruises. I'm sorry about the lighting, by the way. There's nothing I can do.
It's okay. It's okay. It's artistic. You know, like the bands of light. I think. Oh my God! I will show you a picture. Remind me to show you a picture of me taking a picture of me in front of I'm having that exact lights. Like 8 years ago, I took a picture of me in front of a window with like the lights like that. It's so dramatic.
Really?
Yeah, I just take
Wow.
so many pictures. And back then, it took,
You've always loved dramatic lighting,
yeah, no, I'm like,
even back in the day.
and I was like, yeah, this is such a really cool selfie right now. Oh my God. Anyway, cringe. Okay. So anyway, back to the painting at hand. So I did this photo or this painting, I think probably 2017, I think. And then a couple years later, I reworked the ocean. I made the ocean look a little bit nicer because the ocean before that was like really flat. And if you see here, the ocean was a little bit more textured. And that's because later, a couple years later, I reworked the ocean. And it was probably because in college, whenever we had to do a painting assignment, I was so slow because I spent so much time on color matching. I'm slow at painting. Fun fact. In general, I'm slow at painting because I spend too much time trying to make the perfect color. And my professor told me multiple times, she was like, you spend too much time color matching. You're really good at color matching, but you spend too much time at it.
Wow. I don't think I knew that.
No, I'm very good at color matching. I will it's a skill, and I'm proud of it. I'm really good at finding a
I think this,
color and then painting and mixing that color to make it the same as that color. However, it takes time. And perhaps I'm only good at it because I take time, and that could be the case. Anyway, so anyway, this painting, I still love it. It's still in my closet at home, in my closet. It's hanging.
well, it makes sense that you love it because it's tied to like a special memory.
Yeah, yeah, and I do like the colors and everything, and
I do too.
if anyone at if anyone at work is watching this, they would know. They could like I talk about like all my teacher examples whenever we do like anything ocean related. I always throw a boat in or something like that. I'm always throwing
Yeah,
in
you love
boats.
boats.
Specifically ones sailboats. I don't fuck with yachts, really. But just like sailboats.
Fuck yachts. Who needs them?
Just boring looking. Yachts are more boring
Ugh,
looking,
they're
okay?
so
Sails are
ugly.
more fun, okay? Sails are like the different shapes and
I agree.
sizes and like they're
Classic. They're
dramatic.
more classic and quintessential Newport.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. You get it. Anyway,
I've used that word a lot today because I just sold a Boston elopement. So
I love
sold.
quintessential. Quintessential is such a fun
I don't know why I
word.
said sold, but I used the word. I think it's because I sold them on different
You
locations throughout
sold
the
them the
city.
dream.
Yes, exactly. So
and you will
quintessential Boston
and you will fulfill the dream.
was used.
Um,
Yes, I will.
you didn't sell the dream and then be like, nah, well,
Right. No. We follow through here.
we follow through with the dream. Thank you very much. Anyway, so thoughts?
I like it. I mean, it's definitely more. I can see how it's very different from your how polished your like current work is.
Yeah,
Um, but I can also see still that it's you. Like there's still things that I think are similar.
yeah.
And I like that you added in color from the sky to the ocean and the railing of the boat or the side of the boat.
Oh yeah,
So
reflection.
like those detail, that attention to detail was like still there for the highlights. And I can't really tell. Is that like rope in the front of the boat?
Yeah, you just
Um,
try not to pay too much attention to the details that I didn't draw, but yeah, it's supposed to be rope and such. Rope and such.
but yeah, and then I definitely notice how the mountain range is mostly just black.
It's
Um,
just supposed to be like, you know, when the sky is that bright,
like a
everything
silhouette. It's
else
like a
looks,
silhouette,
yeah, it's
right?
like a silhouette. Because the sun is
Um,
behind the hills and the so
and then I like the other little boat. So yeah, I like it. I think it's also special just because it's like I said, it's tied to a memory. I'm guessing this was like a photo you took on your phone.
yeah. This is pre-camera.
Was this your first time meeting Sean or just your first sailboat cruise together?
Just the first sailboat cruise. I'm pretty sure it was 2017,
Damn.
maybe 2018.
8 years ago.
I can't really remember. It's one of those 16 or 17 or 18.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I feel like it definitely reminds me of like, you know how we looked at like different artists on the podcast that were oil painters and we were looking at like their early work and it was like you were telling me like, "Oh yeah, I can tell this is like someone who's kind of still like
Me,
developing as an artist."
yeah, that was me shading Salvador
I
Dali.
think I can see I think I can see like why you said that now looking at your earlier work because I feel like everything is more muted because everything is a little bit muddier because it's hard to I mean, in my experience with oil painting, it's very hard to like not make it muddy
Mm,
with different colors and stuff.
mm,
Um, because it dries so much slower.
yeah.
So I feel like I can see that. I can see that now. I feel like I could pick that out now. When I look at our other artists' oil painter work, I could probably figure out like if it was early or late.
Yeah. Honestly, I can't really remember too much of like the actual process of making this, which I kind of feel bad. I do remember just being like,
Well, it was 8 years ago. It's a really long time.
yeah, so I don't really remember too
I
much.
probably wouldn't remember some of the
But
photos. I mean, I wasn't even taking photos 8 years ago, not on a camera anyway. Kind of wild.
you can just we'll go to the next one after, but go to the Rochelle one because it's also a painting. And so we'll just do that one next.
Okay.
We'll just go on the painting path. So, so as you remember in college, Rochelle was like my muse because I needed someone to take pictures of, and she was always available. And so, easy person to take pictures of. And so, this is the painting that Josh rudely, this is when I was in college, by the way. So, when Josh, my brother, rudely was like, this is like high schoolers' work. This is high school level. I was like, how dare you? First of all, how dare you? That is so rude. He's like, I like the tree in the background, but everything else I don't like.
Where is there a tree? I don't see a tree.
There's the tree right behind her.
It just looks like green.
It's a tree with moss on it and texture.
Oh, okay. I
It's clearly a
I honestly
tree.
couldn't tell that was a tree, but like,
It's clearly a tree, but okay. Well, rude.
sorry.
Well,
I mean, it could just be because I'm like fighting the light in my room
yeah.
to view this properly.
No, for sure. Thanks. But yeah, so that is a tree, and I actually was proud of it because that actually shows the texture of like the
I think her
mossy
eyebrows look
texture.
nice.
Yeah, thanks. So so you don't like anything else about the face. But the thing is here that the face is flat, but the thing is that could be stylistic. I could do that on
That is
purpose.
true.
Perhaps I just
I
wanted
think
it
what
to be
I think
styled
I
that
like
way.
the eyes. I like the eyes and the eyebrows the most. I think those look most like Rochelle, and then I like the highlights on the hair. I
Yeah.
think the hair coloring, like yeah, like your professor was right. You are very good at color matching because I think the coloring on the hair is very good.
I think it still looks like Rochelle. I don't know. I think you could still tell it's Rochelle. Even if
I
it's
can tell this one is Rochelle.
so, you know,
I can actually tell this is her, even though like I mean you showed me some ones that I was like that's not Rochelle, as we all remember. It's a podcast short.
yeah. Yeah, Allie was in a
But
bad mood that
this
day. She's
one
really mean to me, but yeah.
I was really mean that day. I'm sorry.
She's really
Um
mean. Okay.
um
I'm over it now.
I'm glad.
Yeah.
I've apologized. Yeah, no, I can tell this is Rochelle though. Like if you showed me this with no context, I'd be like, "Oh, that's Rochelle."
Thank you. That's all I wanted. Anyway, so I still enjoy the textures and the colors of this painting. Okay, and I know it's a little more like stylized looking in the face, but I think it's a mood, and I think it's a time. And when I finish this one, I look back at it and I'm like, yeah, there's obviously, I'm much better at drawing at painting faces now, but back then I thought I was like killed it. I thought I killed it with this one. Anyway, that's that painting.
I think we all think that, like me with the chair,
I go through
me with the chair
phases.
moon photo.
I go through
I think that
phases.
we will think that for the rest of our lives. And then years later, we will look back and be like, oh,
Yeah.
because it's a constant growth and evolution process. Like, I look back at photos I took like 6 months ago and I'm like, I don't like it. I used to love it. I don't like it.
Yeah. Yeah, for me, it's very up and down. It's like sometimes I like it, sometimes I don't. Also depends on the mood. Depends,
I
yeah,
mean, all it means is that we're just getting better.
yeah, that's fine. But yeah, so we can go to the next one. Sorry, that was a lot on that one. Well, I'll try to wrap up here soon.
So there are two left. The next one is this one. I think this is cool. It kind of gives me Halloween creepy vibes. I actually like it. This like looks like something out of like a fantasy like movie or something.
Yeah. So I've always wanted to revamp this one in a way. I've always really liked this one. I thought it was so cool. And then I'm looking at it now and I'm like, yeah, I mean, there's some problems with this painting or drawing. This is a charcoal drawing. It's like 18 by 24. It's pretty big. The I thought I like killed it with the stone. I was like, look at my stone. Look how wet the ground looks. I was trying to make it look wet and then like creepy with like the trees and stuff. I think, and I had an idea to like redo this one. And I think I do want to redo it. And I thought originally I'll just like draw on top of it. But then I'm like, I don't know how I could fix it from doing that. So I feel like I want to do just like a general redo on this. A general
I would love
redo
to
on
see it.
this. But
I
this is
really, I think
also
my favorite part
college.
about this is the trees and also just like the general composition.
Yeah. I think this one's probably like the oldest, probably the oldest one I've shown today. This is probably like 2014, 2013.
Another thing I really like about it is the feeling that you're like being sucked into the forest.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think that's why it gives like creepy vibes because it's like it looks like the path is like drawing you in.
Yeah. It is very creepy. Um, it's kind of like rainy day in winter kind of look. I don't know where I got this reference photo too. I wish I could find it and I could like find the reference photo and then like obviously it didn't really look like this in the reference photo. I made it probably creepier, but I just I want to find like something similar and like actually do it better, but because like when I did these things, I did sometimes with my charcoal drawings, I would rush a lot. And with charcoal, you can rush, but you can tell a difference between rushed charcoal and charcoal that you actually spend time on. This is rushed charcoal, although it's not as rushed as other charcoal drawings. In college, I swear, when we had homework assignments, I would just be like, yo, okay, night before, here we go.
That's what I used to do.
And so I would like be really, and then my professor eventually was like,
We are
you got to
definitely
stop doing
related.
that. I
Yeah, no, I would do that for every single assignment ever. So I get it. I think we're definitely related. I think we have the same probably fucked up genetics
jeez.
of ADHD or something. Like I literally would always leave things until the night before. I could not even fathom working on it if it wasn't the day before.
To be fair, a lot of people do that too.
I know, but a lot of people also don't do it.
Yeah, I know. I guess there are people that do it, but I can't imagine people not doing
There
that.
are people that do it, but there's a lot of people that don't do it. I know a lot of normal people who don't do that.
No, because it's just like, and like you would get the assignment. Like I only had to have class like once or twice a week, and then like you would only have like one homework assignment the whole week, and then I'd be like, yeah, okay, I'm gonna do it at midnight. It would be bad. It was bad. And there was one time I wish I could find it. I probably could find it. There was for my it was like an art class, but it was like social practice. It was like social art. It was like art that it was kind of a combination between like figure drawing and also like commentary about like social stuff. Social, I don't know. It was a combination class. They had to combine two classes together because of low enrollment. Anyway, it was a long story. And my art teacher, I talked with this teacher before. He was like an activist in the 60s and 70s. Like, you know, he was kind of like through that whole like peace movement and stuff. And then I turned in an artwork, like a charcoal drawing of like a person, and it was just like a reference photo that I found on the internet, had no meaning whatsoever. And I did it in like 2 hours, like the night before. And you could tell. Okay, the charcoal is very fast at like covering a big paper in like a short period of time, but you can tell when you've like stretched it to make it look like it's covering more. It's kind of hard to explain, but he looked at that and he was like, what meaning? Why did you draw this? He was like, he attacked me. He was like, what's the point of this
Asking the
drawing?
big
What's the
questions.
point of this? Why did you pick this one? And I was like,
And you were
well,
like, because I had a homework assignment and it was due.
well, because I thought the photo was cool. And he's like, well, what is that like? What does that mean to you? Like, how does that relate to you? And I'm like, I don't know. I just did it because I needed something fast. I will never forget that moment because every time every time in college, there's always class critiques. Every time you did a new assignment, you would have to put your stuff on the wall with everybody else's, and then he would got to me, and I was like, "Yay! I love that we're doing this in front of everyone. Yay!"
He asked you that in front of everyone?
Yeah, it's just in class critiques.
Wow.
Everybody was welcome to just comment on your artwork. That's kind of you put your stuff up for
I know
critiques
you've
every
talked about
week.
that before. I didn't know it was that class, but
No, it's every class.
yeah.
Every
Oh,
art
okay.
class. Every art class. All my illustration classes. You can go to the next one. I could talk more about that after.
Okay.
So, because like every week you would have critiques. And so you'd put your artwork up and then people could like comment on it and what they feel. Like the professor would comment. A lot of times people are quiet. Most people don't actually really say that much. Like most people are like, I like it.
Just trying to get through.
This is great. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Most people aren't going to give you like, I think that you could have done this better. Although there's one lady in the class that I actually would give death glares to. I talked about this before. I would give her death glares. Like she would like point out so many things with my artwork, and I'd be like, and then so when she like when she would comment on somebody else's artwork and I disagree with it, I'd be like, actually, I thought that it was pretty good. And I would like give like a reason. Because I was like, I was against this girl.
Damn.
I was,
You had a whole freaking rivalry going on.
so there's one guy did something based off tarot cards and he made his own tarot deck or something. And then she would be
Okay,
like,
that's cool.
actually, I think that
I need
maybe
some
I
tarot
wouldn't have
cards.
done that. Yeah, she was like, I don't know if I think that card actually represents this. And so I feel like you could have done, and I was like, actually, maybe it's up to interpretation. And I think it could be up to interpretation. So like perhaps I think that actually could work for that card. It's just like because I was so mad. I was like being like so over the top and
Well,
being
with tarot, everything is context based, so That actually is a
And
good answer on your
yeah,
part.
I know. I was just like, she was like, well, it's actually supposed to be this. And I'm like,
Well, actually, tarot can have one card has many meanings because it's context based.
yeah. So I was like, actually, and I think
A lot of people think that tarot is just fortune telling, but it literally can't be because it's context based. Like the card is going to have a different answer depending on the question that you're asking.
yeah, exactly. So I was just, I was,
So you were actually correct.
I was taking it out. I
Conclusion
was
is Beth is always right,
obviously, we know
and
that. We've been new.
um, random art lady class lady is wrong.
I know. I was just like, and it wasn't even my artwork, but because she did it to my artwork, I was like, now is my
Yeah, that's like
chance. Now
because you
is
can't say
my
anything. You can't say
yeah.
anything when she critiques
Yeah,
yours. So this is
exactly.
the way to.
So like I just defended this guy. I was like, actually, and then basically over time in this illustration class, so this photo
So
that you
funny.
see here, it was this illustration class. Over time, I was like more vocal. At the beginning of the class, I was just like less vocal. But you get more comfortable with like critiquing other people's artwork and you try to make it actually constructive. It's a good lesson. Like it's terrifying, but it's a good lesson to be around. Good lesson to have.
For sure.
And I did so many cringy artworks in illustration class. This is one of them. Okay. This is like one of my illustration class is when I first dabbled into digital paintings. And like, I only used Photoshop though, and I was not good at it.
Mhm.
So, anyway, can you guess what
I
this
can't believe you did
is?
this in Photoshop.
Yeah.
I have no idea what this is. I mean, maybe if I. Oh, I see it now. I'm looking at what's actually written here. Now I
You
understand.
can zoom in. You can probably try to zoom in on it.
I can see it. So basically this is a never-ending to-do list, right?
Yeah, it was like, this is really cool. I put student loans on there. It's like to-do list. And like I put like all like random stuff to buy and random stuff to
I don't
do.
think this is cringy. You think this is cringy?
Like the person holding it is like this the quality of it. Just like this weird like stylized
I
thing
guess
that
the
I did.
quality. I mean, I mean, yeah, I guess the quality maybe, but I think the concept is fine.
Yeah. I don't know. It could have been executed a lot better. It's just yeah. This is
I
like
would
one of
love to see the other people's work in this class because I'm sure they're not much better.
I talk about this class a lot because I took 2 semesters of it, I'm pretty sure. And this is like some of my cringiest stuff because you had to
We
like
have
fit a
definitely, yeah, we've
prompt.
talked about this class before on the podcast. I know that
Yeah.
for sure.
You'd have to like, we would get like an article or some kind of prompt. Sometimes it'd be articles, sometimes it'd be just like a random prompt. And you have to draw something for that subject. And so I can't remember what this was, but he would like send us different articles and then we would have to like make our own interpretation of it. And then, or it would just be different prompts and then our own interpretation of it. And yeah, so this is just another one. I don't think I've shown this one yet. And yeah, that's basically all I have for you. I hope that was
Well, that was
entertaining.
great. I think that was the perfect amount of our work to react to in one episode. So we want to thank you guys for watching. We've been publishing a lot of really good shorts lately of our own separate work that is not contained in episodes on the channel. So if you're interested in checking out some of our work, you can go and check out some of those shorts, and there will be more of those coming.
Yeah.
And then I don't know what episode we're doing next, but we'll be back soon. And we just want to thank you guys for watching and being interested in our art.
Yeah. Whatever Allie just said is I agree with. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Bye.